والسابقون الأولون من المهاجرين والأنصار والذين اتبعوهم بإحسان رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه.
Number 3, they had a good beginning or they had a bad beginning. They were born upon kufr and shirk and other than that, but they had a good ending. It's possible. They accepted Islam. Subhanallah. A very good example of that are the magicians in the time of Musa alayhi salam. Magicians, sahara, are from the worst of the creation. The worst. As it relates to those who, sihr. If a person engages in sihr, he exits the religion of al-Islam if he used to ascribe to Islam before that. It's very important. He's no longer a Muslim. And on that note, just briefly, there's 2 types of sihr. You got sihr al-haqiqi, which is the sihr where people, they dabble with the jinn and shayateen and other than that, and they do all these types of things that is very well known, especially in particular parts of the world. You also have sihr at-takhyili, which is a sihr which is like imaginary. They call it in English sleight of hand. What do they call it? Eye tricks of the eye and stuff like this. They make it seem like it looks like they cut the head off the lady, but he didn't really. It's just camera tricks or eye tricks, but it's still magic. Some of the ulama, they say that both types of magic, both of them, take a person outside the religion of al-Islam. Both types. The one where they deal with the jinn and other than that, shayateen, they have to disrespect the mushaf and other than that, that's crystal clear. I don't believe anybody in here doubts that this is from the nawaqid of Islam, the nullifiers of Islam. But the reason why I want to mention the other one, sihr, as-sihr al-takhyili, the imaginary type of magic, is so that we don't become lax and negligent towards it. Sometimes a person may be on YouTube, looking at YouTube shorts or other than that, scrolling on the internet, and some of these pages, they come up. The guy, he pretends to, make something disappear, just something quote unquote harmless. And sometimes kids, they watch these things. Wallahi, we can't allow kids to watch these things and think that it's normal. Rather, it should be made into a big thing. No, this is sihr, kufr. Before that, what is the dalil that they use to say that even illusionary magic, that's the word now, without jinn, is also kufr? The dalil that they use is that the magicians in the time of Musa alayhi salam, the magic tricks that they used to do, i.e. when they threw down their sticks and it turned into, it looked like it was snakes moving, etc. That was only illusionary magic. They weren't working with jinn. Okay? يُخَيَّلُ إِلَيْهِمْ أَنَّهَا تَسْعَى. That's what it said. It was made to seem as if these sticks were moving like snakes, but it wasn't really snakes. If it was really snakes, Allah would have said that they turned the sticks into snakes. Naam? But it was an illusion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after explaining this story, he says, وَلَا يُفْلِحُ السَّاحِرُ حَيْثُ أَتَى. The sahir will never, ever, ever be successful wherever he goes. Sheikh Muhammad Amin al-Shinqiti rahimahullah, he was a very well-known scholar from Mauritania. Naam, our neighbor, Gambia is here, Mauritania is just there. And very well-known scholar, rahimahullah. He's got a book of tafsir that's called Adwa'ul Bayan. Very, very beneficial book. And in that book, underneath this ayah, this is what he explains. Allahu A'lam. He says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never completely negate falah or success completely from anybody except a kafir. So he holds the opinion that this illusionary magic also makes you a kafir. Very important. So we can't overlook these things and say, it's just a card trick. No, stay away from it. Because at the very least, it's still deception. It's a lie. You're pretending that the card disappeared or other than that, and in reality it didn't. Stay away from these things. So these individuals, the Sahara, these magicians, they had a bad beginning, but after seeing the adilla wal barahin, the proofs and the evidences from Musa alayhi salam, they accepted Islam. And in some of the narrations, subhanallah, it mentions that there were more than 300,000 of them. More than 300,000, that when they saw Musa alayhi salam and that which he came with from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they accepted the religion of al-Islam.